The Ninth Amendment to the United States Constitution is a key part of the Bill of Rights, providing a broad safeguard for individual liberties. It reads, "The enumeration in the Constitution of certain rights shall not be construed to deny or disparage others retained by the people." What does this mean? The Ninth Amendment essentially says that the specific rights listed in the Constitution are not the only rights people have. Just because a right isn't explicitly mentioned in the Constitution doesn't mean it doesn't exist. This amendment serves as a catch-all to protect rights that might not be listed but are still fundamental to individuals. Purpose and interpretation. The founders included the Ninth Amendment to prevent the government from overstepping its bounds by claiming that if a right wasn't listed in the Constitution, it didn't exist. The amendment has been interpreted as supporting the idea that individuals have inherent rights beyond those specifically enumerated in the Constitution. How the Ninth Amendment protects you. Since it supports rights that are not explicitly stated in the Constitution, the Ninth Amendment can be used to argue for protection in areas where individual liberties might be threatened by government actions. Here's how it can be relevant to protecting individual rights. Privacy rights. The Ninth Amendment has been cited in court cases that support privacy rights. For example, in cases involving personal decisions about marriage, contraception, or family life, courts have drawn on the Ninth Amendment to protect privacy rights not explicitly mentioned in the Constitution. Unenumerated rights. The courts use the Ninth Amendment to protect certain unenumerated rights, rights not listed in the Constitution. This has influenced landmark decisions where the Supreme Court has acknowledged rights such as the right to travel, to live freely without excessive government interference, and to make personal decisions without unwarranted intrusion. Basis for future rights. The Ninth Amendment allows for the interpretation of additional rights as society evolves. For example, rights regarding technology, digital privacy, and personal freedoms related to new lifestyles can potentially find support under this amendment. Limiting government power. The amendment acts as a reminder that the government's powers are limited. It strengthens the principle that the government cannot assume more control over individuals simply because a right is not listed in the Constitution. Real-world applications. Although the Ninth Amendment is rarely the sole basis for Supreme Court rulings, it is frequently referenced in conjunction with other amendments to strengthen arguments for individual rights. It plays a supporting role in cases related to civil liberties, personal freedoms, and cases where courts protect personal autonomy against unnecessary government intrusion. Summary. The Ninth Amendment is a powerful, flexible tool for defending personal freedoms. It reinforces that you hold certain inherent rights that the government cannot ignore, even if those rights aren't specifically listed in the Constitution. This amendment ensures that your personal liberties can adapt and be protected in the face of new and evolving societal needs.